Vrain is such a great show. Maybe someone should abridge it. Wait. Hey guys, xthedarkone here, and welcome to another episode of Vrain Train. I'm sorry it's a bit late this week. I just didn't get around watching the episode. But yeah, it was an episode that happened, and let's hop on the Vrain Train and talk about Turn 28, the title, whatever it was, because I didn't check and I probably should have done. So, I actually thought we were going to get bloody Brave Max going up against Faust, and I thought we were going to get it, but we didn't. Literally, the episode starts, we don't even get like a flashback, we don't even get the Koraya Yuki of things, we don't even get that. We see him, Playmaker appears, he challenges into a duel, and he's like, oh, pretty elaborate plan, stealing Cyburst Wizard and giving it to this jobber, you know, to draw me out. And he's like, what? I didn't take your card, I didn't do that. Oh, what a weird plan. I'd have to know who you were beforehand to steal said card, idiot. And he was like, oh, that's a good, but before you could see it, you know, Ignis cuts him off, and he's like, oh, let's take him out. And okay, he's like, he's lying, let's just duel. So they have a duel, and the episode starts with Playmaker versus Faust, and here we go, and the duel starts. So Faust started off. I know for a fact my mate Robot, you know, from Team X-Force, I really hope Robot makes either this guy's deck or he makes a new insect deck using these cards, because they were pretty mental, they were wild. But he uses these new cards called the motor worms or something, motor insects or something, and essentially he in many ways has a Weevil lockdown, because first turn he summons basically a link monster insect queen. Essentially it gets summoned. He has this continuous card that creates these little worm tokens, and it, just like insect queen, this insect queen creates tokens, and she gains 700 attack for every insect on the field, including herself. So he kind of, almost immediately in his first turn, he more or less locks down this duel, and he's like, right, you can't destroy her, she's indestructible, I have all these abilities, and you know, what's that and the other. Playmaker starts going off, he summons it, he summons the Code Talker, he tries to get rid of it, and it's just a back and forth, pretty speedy duel. I mean, I know they are speed duels, but I was this episode did a whole duel in one episode, and I was quite surprised with that. I thought with Faust it would have been a two-parter, but no, I mean, every other character's had a two-parter, but I think because they literally started the duel straight away, they didn't build up, they didn't have any sort of last time bollocks. I think because they just went straight into the duel, they were able to focus a lot of the time on the duel. But the duel, that secondary, we got a lot of juicy stuff, you know, going on. So the duel's going back and forth. I don't want to go too much into the duel, because I think you should watch them. They was a pretty good duel though. I mean, you know, Playmaker tried it, and he's just like, yeah, I don't think so, mate. And he knocks him. He uses an ability that turns all of Playmaker's monsters into insects. He can then attack twice with his insect monster can attack twice because of his skill. Playmaker manages to play a trap card that halves the second attack, so he's left with 50 life points. That's taking the piss. 50 life points left, and he's like, right, we've got to get in, we've got to do this. He jumps in, and they carry on, and then we get a bit of a flashback. We finally get more details from this guy. Faust is like, oh, Playmaker, this guy is he's a victim. You know, we created this, we did this, you know, but all this went on to create the Ignis, and we did that, and you know, I've got to make my peace with that. Very interesting dialogue. Again, furthers my belief that maybe the Knights of Hanoia aren't necessarily the villains. Maybe they started out doing this terrible thing. Maybe they've seen the error of their ways and they're trying to make things right. Who knows? But they are set on getting Ignis, and it's a case of they are just willing to go to no end to get it. All the time, Yusuke's mate, he's trying to find his other mate. I forget the names, I'm so bad. He's trying to find his mate, he's driving, he's trying to get to the location, all while this duel is going on. Near the end of the duel, it's looking bad. Playmaker, of course, uses his new skill, his old skill, the same skill. He uses his skill, seizes the wind, and he draws out a new card whose name I've already forgotten. Powerhouse power code talker or something like that. I'm sure I'll find a picture and put it up in the name here. But yeah, someone's a brand new talker, a brand new one, and he essentially wins. Really cool visuals. He summons it, he beats him, and the thing is, just before he calls his attack, Faust is like, "No way, Ignis, the future of..." Ignis cuts him off. And he's like, you see him from behind, he's just looking at him. Ignis is acting a bit weird. And it's a bit of a strange turnabout. He's like, yeah, Ignis is like, "You, Playmaker, let's finish him off. Let's not look about. Let's finish him off." And Yusuke carries on. He finishes him off, and he wins the duel. And as he's like, "But Playmaker, Ignis, the future of humanity." Puff of smoke, he disappeared. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. He's dead. And then after that, he basically said, he releases Brave Max, and he's like, make your own life yourself, carve your own path, don't copy me, don't be a jobber. And he eventually gets to the warehouse where he realizes his mate who'd been kidnapped, his chair was rigged to release when the duel was over. And he was like, oh, so Faust was never going to turn him into another, he was just using him to lure me out. Again, if he was such a villain, why would he not just do it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a bit of a Pandora's box I think we're about to open, because the episode ends, the final things we see is well, first of all, we see all three bodies, the three people, then we see Revolver, who's walking away from their, graves, tombs. Are they dead? We still don't know if they're dead. But he's walking away. We then see a shot of another guy. He takes a hidden camera out of the girl's room, and he looks on the hidden camera, and I think he's figured out who Playmaker is, and I also think that this guy is Revolver. I think this is who Revolver really is. He smiles very sinisterly because he's figured out who Playmaker is, and I genuinely think this is either Revolver or it's a new person, a new character entirely who's been introduced to fight Playmaker. But yeah, and then the episode kind of ended. Yeah, this was a strange beast, this episode. Again, it was really... I'm surprised that the whole episode, the whole duel lasted the one episode, but we got a lot of content, we got a lot of backstory. Again, my theories about the Knights of Hanoi not being quite the villains in this one, I'm believing it. I'm starting to think there's more going on here. The Knights of Hanoi are just the bad guys. They may have been responsible for what happened to Yusuke, but I think there's more going on than what meets the eye. It just seems too obvious. And I'm really curious to see how it's going to end. But I'm really looking forward to the next episode. I didn't see previews, so don't tell me what's going on. Don't say what the previews are looking like in the comments. Please do not comment about the previews. I haven't watched them. But, yeah, quite surprised. And overall, very enjoyable episode. So that's all I've got time for this week, guys. What did you think of this episode? Did you enjoy it? Comment below. Just let you know, guys, I do have a Patreon and a Discord. I'm going to put the links in the description below. I've started doing those now. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.